My sister and I somehow ended up with two systems. One could enlarge objects by 100x, the other could shrink them by 100x. 3 days later, a massive rainstorm hit. Everyone was trapped at home with no supplies. I used the enlarging system to stretch what little we had, and we both made it through. What I didn't expect, my sister pushed me off a building after the rain stopped. If you hadn't stolen my enlarging system, I could have made more food to save my Chugege. I got reborn. This time, my sister rushed to grab the enlarging system before me. That's when I knew. She'd been reborn too. Fine. Since you love your precious Chu so much, I'm staying out of it this time. My sister couldn't wait. She grabbed a random cup and enlarged it 100x on the spot. Oh my god, it's real! The enlarging system is actually mine! I watched her coldly. In my past life, her childhood sweetheart Chu Sheng lived right across from us. My sister begged me. She wanted me to help his family enlarge their food supply, but I refused. Said you couldn't trust people during the apocalypse. Without my help, Chu Sheng's whole family starved to death early on. I survived the apocalypse, only to be killed by the very sister I'd spent everything protecting. She was testing me. I took a breath and played it cool. It's just a system. If you want it, take it. I don't care. Seeing I had zero interest in the enlarging system, my sister finally relaxed and smiled. Then she ran out and knocked on Chu Sheng's door. Long Jiajia, what are you doing here? My sister ignored the disgust on his face and cozied right up to him. Chugege, let's talk inside. Meanwhile, I checked the date. 3 days until the storm. I drove straight to the nearest supermarket and stocked up. Non-perishables, household supplies, seeds. Even baby chicks. And to set up a micro-shelter, I hit a furniture store and grabbed a whole set. Meanwhile, my sister was off daydreaming about her little romance with her crush. When she got home that night, I was shopping online. She came over. Bro, you got any cash? Lend me like tens of thousands. I want to buy some food. I laughed inside. Nope, I just bought a fridge. Totally cleaned me out. My sister screamed, you bought a fridge! Can't I just swap out my fridge? Why are you so worked up? No, I was just curious. Wait, didn't you have snacks in your room? I already gave those to the elderly folks in the complex. They've got it rough, you know. You're not mad, are you? 1 life later, she not only took my system but was now draining my last supplies. I dropped out to put her through school, bought her a place, supported her, and she betrayed me for Chu Sheng. I was completely done with her. It's fine, bro, you're the best. I knew you wouldn't get mad over something this small. She grabbed my arm and I pulled free. I'm wiped, heading to bed, get some sleep too. Back in my room, I kicked off the master plan, using a hidden gap in the walls from the renovation to build a massive micro-farm. Next morning, I drove back to my hometown and shrank the old farmhouse down, shrank a bunch of land to grow crops, then packed everything into the hideout. In 3 days, air filtration, wind power, micro-livestock farm, all up and running. The hideout now had a full house with a yard and several acres of farmland. While my sister was out, I installed hidden cameras around the apartment and the hallway outside. Just in case, I put one at Chu Sheng's door too. Now I could watch every move in the building right from my phone. Finally, I could breathe and wait for the storm. In the final half day, my sister ran over to Chu Sheng's again, but his family couldn't stand her. That girl across the hall has no shame. She's grown and still barging into my son's room every single day. Sounds like she's got a thing for your son. Looks like you're getting a daughter-in-law. Please, she didn't even get into college. Lives at home mooching off her brother, and she thinks she's good enough for my son? Not a chance. 1 hour before the storm, I called my sister. Hello, bro, what's up? I kept my voice flat. Something came up at work. I'm staying late tonight, not coming home. She didn't even think to warn me. Fine, I'll eat by myself then. I hung up, slipped into the hideout, and hit myself with the shrinking system. The world spun, and just like that I shrank. Then I grabbed a hoe, and got to work farming in my tiny world. The storm was raging outside, and I was out here feeding chickens. A few days later, the cameras caught my sister bringing Chu Sheng back to the empty apartment. Chugege, do you guys have any food left? Barely anything, should have stocked up more. The first floor is almost flooded, I can't get out. Jiajia, do you have any food? Can you spare some? My sister leaned in and whispered, how could I not? Of course I do. Don't believe me. Watch. She used the enlarging system on an apple on the table. It instantly blew up and slammed down on the surface. Chu Sheng's face went from skeptical to pure joy. Jiajia, thank God you're here. Can you enlarge everything in our place? Sure, Chugege, but I've got one small condition. You know I like you, right? Chugege, since I can save your whole family, can you like me back? Chu Sheng swallowed his disgust and put on a lovey-dovey face. What are you even saying? We've been together this whole time. You know that, childhood sweethearts. Of course I like you. Once the storm's over, I'm marrying you. Yes, I knew it, Chugege. My brother said you'd never like me. He's just jealous. Speaking of, where's your brother? Oh, said he was working late. Storm's been going this long. He's probably already drowned. I watched the two of them clean out every bit of food my sister had stored, and felt nothing. I even whipped up a tiny hot pot. After eating my fill, I posted a flex on my moments. My sister took the bait immediately. Bro, where are you? Then a string of WeChat messages. There's a huge storm, I can't go out. Bring me some food. I sent back a photo with the caption, drinks are great, but nothing beats a steaming hot pot. She called right after, bro, how are you eating hot pot right now? Can you bring some back? I've been eating bread for days. Bro, I'm literally starving. I could hear the resentment and desperation in her voice. Still at the office when the company got us hot pot. Rain's way too heavy, I can't drive back. Find something at home. No, bro, the bread here is disgusting and I want hot pot too. I hung up. On the cameras, she was going ballistic. while I kicked back and binge-watched shows. After eating, I opened my tablet and pulled up Chu Sheng's camera feed. Jiajia is insane. We'll never have to worry about food again. Oh wow, we really hit the jackpot. His whole family was living in their little fantasy. You're too kind. Being able to help your family with this system is everything I could have asked for. After all, we're going to be family soon, right? The Chu family exchanged glances and kept laying it on thick. Exactly. Without Jiajia, how would we have gotten all this food? Chu Sheng is so lucky to have you. I always said this girl is just the sweetest thing. I smirked and closed the feed. The Chu family was all about using people. My sister was just their cash cow. Not long after, my sister called to brag. Bro, I've got some big news. Chu Sheng and I are officially together. I was busy feeding my chickens. Why are you even calling me? The chickens clucking in the background caught her attention.